What up, though? YouTube, what's going on? You guys already know it's your boy Pip, and we're back with a breakdown video. I'm about to keep it nice and sweet. Today we're doing gold and Nas. Definitely about to get into it. I love where we're at right now, especially with all the news. Let's get to it. Let's go. About to do gold, and then we're also going to be doing Nas real quick. But before we start, drop in the comment section what type of videos do you guys want me to see, or like just drop, because one thing I want to start doing is I want to start reacting to trading videos, like showing you guys if it's cap or not, like on like a bunch of other trading videos. I was thinking of doing that, and then I was also thinking of dropping more content. So if you guys have any ideas, just let me know. And with that being said, let's get to it. Gold. One thing I like to do is when I'm breaking down stuff for the week, especially if I'm looking at the charts within the week as well too, just because I like to remind myself where we are and what is going on and what's already been established in the market, because those are key things that I do like to take away in the market. So one thing I'm going to tell myself is I'm going to focus on how price came up here. I'm going to show you guys the same thing I showed you guys last time, and take consideration that when price came here, we established level support here, and they came up here to make this high, and now we're selling this level, which is okay. I think the furthest price can sell to is all the way down here. If price was to break under this level of support, I will be taking sells to this level, but the main drop is I'm waiting for all the way down here. So we could catch an early play depending on price is reacting. And I'm just taking consideration that if price does come down here, this is the last level that I can see buyers have full control to show us clear bullish indication. If price is continuing to sell down here once again, it is giving us a big indication that price no longer wants to stay in this level, and we want to start testing other levels of support. So taking consideration that I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to take consideration of just this key area over here. So with this key area over here, the levels that we will be focusing on is this zone right here, and then we'll also be focusing on this zone right here. All I'm telling myself is if price is staying bullish, we can go to the lower time frames. On the 4 hour, if price is staying bullish, that means we're just going to see price establish level of support and continuing to buy to the zone, which we can easily capitalize simply off of the 1 hour time frame, giving us clear indication. If price was to break this level of resistance, or if we're to see New York session show bullish indication, we've already seen how price looks before, so we can play this zone. And if price does break, we already know how high we can go. So with this being said, we're really just waiting for patience and key confluences to get in our trades, which is mainly breakouts and closures. That's what I usually use to get into my trades. So now if we go down to the 30-minute time frame, just to show you a little more detail, all I'm going to tell myself is if price was to break under this level of support, I'm simply focusing on the same reaction levels that we've had under. Go back to, we can go to the 2 now, show different. I'm going to tell myself once again, every time price came under this level, clear selling momentum, clear selling momentum. Every time price came under this level, you can see even when price stayed under this level, clear selling momentum back down. Anytime price was buying, price was not buying to stay under this level. If price was, it gave clear indication that no longer wanted to start buying. You see price when price was bullish up here, then started to sell off, then established level support. If price did not break this level, we could have been playing sells just off of this breakout. Since price bought, you can clearly see that price did buy higher, but once again didn't establish a level support above under, so started playing back again under this key level, which is why I said I want to play around with these two zones over here. Same thing again, you can see price failed to stay above, so ended up selling, repeating the same pressure and breaking levels of support to give us more indication that if price was to sell, the low levels that we're really looking at is down here. That's why I said if price is to sell, I don't see full control until we get established around this 4 high support area, which is around 2317. But nonetheless, you can clearly see clear indication when price is selling off. We have lower highs, we have breaks of structure, so we just want to see key levels continue to be broken so we can follow selling momentum. With that being said, that's really it with gold. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. And with that being said, let's go do Nas real quick. With Nas, one thing that I want to start obviously doing is going on the higher time frame. I'm just going to simply take consideration that Nas is in a good correlation with gold, just simply because of how everything is moving with the economics, which is why I like the key areas. So all I'm telling myself is right now the same thing. I want to delete all this noise at the bottom because I really am just focusing up here. So just give me 1 second to delete all of this noise, okay? All I'm telling myself is I do want to focus on this high level right here. I want to focus on this low level down here. Alright. I also want to take consideration of this zone right here, simply because this is where the move initially started. And then we can also take consideration of just this breakout area right here, simply because if we was to put a box, we can see clear reaction of how price continued its move. But we don't need to do all that. So now all I'm telling myself is with price is to stay above this level. Price will repeat the same buying momentum because NAS moves zone to zone really clearly. Always remember that. NAS will move zone to zone really clearly. Go down to the 4 hour, we can clearly see that if price was to establish a level of support, we just don't want to see price breaking this level at all. We can see selling momentum happen all be like under here, but you guys can clearly tell that if price was to break this level of support, then we're going to have some serious selling momentum on the downside, which is going to give us good indication when it comes to gold, just because we were seeing that indices and the dollars are going down. So if that is happening, that is going to give us good flow and confluences that gold is still being a little undervalued, because that means that people are still buying into gold, because gold is once again always a good instrument to get into. So that's the two things that I'm correlating it with. So that's one thing I'm taking consideration for, and then the same thing for the same thing for sales. If price is to start selling, I did see it cleaner on the 2 hour. I just took in consideration of the lows, meaning that if price was to start selling, how I see the sells is I could see price come react to this low level here. Could show levels of, we could start being bullish. I'm not going to guess the whole market, but we're going to have low levels. When price makes a low, always expect price to retest or start buying back up just to correct the market. And if price does want to stay under this level, that's going to give us more indication that price wants to start coming down to these low levels right here. And take consideration of what this looks like on the daily time frame. Notice how in the end it is just a retest that NAS needs. So this is why it's going to be easy to capitalize off of this NAS sell. Same thing with the gold, because gold is in key levels right now, and if price is to sell, we're clearly coming to this level of support. We're not going to get too confused and get too lost in the lower time frames, but we're just going to simply tell ourselves if price is to sell, we're coming down to these low levels right here, which is 2354. And with that being said, that's really it with the video. If you guys have any questions, please hit me up. Join the Telegram for my free plays, my free community. Follow me on Instagram. You guys already see it on the screen. It's your boy Trades by Pip. And that's it. Peace. Bro, I'm not playing. Go down there, hit that subscribe, hit that like, see that comment, get to the keyboard, get to your phone, and get to tapping. Be great the only way up. Let's get it.